Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jared McKinnon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And this one complete to Levine Toilolo. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. This is Theo Riddick. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. To throw on second down is Stafford. This one complete to Theo Riddick. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh?
Worse?
Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't. Able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. on second down. Here's Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. Now McKinnon, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Garoppolo to throw on second down. 20! Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
He's going to wind up in air. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there for Detroit. 48 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Wilson snags it left side. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, tag 32! Tag 32!
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
11.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He sets to fire deep. Oh, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 53 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. On play action, now Garoppolo. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Let's get it, Pettis. That's how you make up for that fumble.
Now they'll have it first and goal.
That's how you make up for that fumble. Let's get it, Pettis. This drive dedicated to you, baby.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down.
This drive dedicated to Pettis, baby.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
Jimmy G.
Buying time to his left.
Jimmy G, boy.
It's complete. In the end zone.
Jimmy G.
Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6.
Jimmy G, man. The MVP this year.
With the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gold now out to kick it away.
That's my boy Jimmy G, man.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT,
Give me that ball.
right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take
Give
it.
me that ball.
Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met
Give me
fan
that ball.
bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
You gonna feel that boy as soon as the hospital. Mama said knock him out.
That's it.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Mama
When you
said
see
knock
zone
him out.
defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary
said
call,
knock him
you
out.
got to be really careful.
Mama
He
said
lost the
knock
football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Mama said knock him out. Mama said knock him out. Mama said go get that man. Go get that man.
It's
Mama said go get that man.
pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside
My mama
the
said
10,
go
back
get that
at the
man.
9. Solomon
Yeah,
Thomas
man.
in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Pettis. This is
Take it
Pettis
at the
at his
37.
greatest. This is Pettis at his greatest right here. Come here, little boy.
A good return there, 17
This is Pettis at his
yards.
greatest,
And the Niners
baby.
set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Ooh. Mama, there go that man. Mama, there go that man. Mama, there go that
Rolling
man.
on first is Garoppolo.
Ooh, Jimmy G just rolled a
Taken
little bit,
down.
baby.
Back right around the 48-yard line. Cliff Averill in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Here we go. 180. 1, Omaha.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
Garoppolo now. And Selleck here, left side. And he's brought down. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Ready, set, go.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Sean Robinson breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
11.
You got him, Pettis.
Now Garoppolo throwing it.
Come on, man.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cliff Averill able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
21.
Mama said. Yeah, bag up.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Now he's going to throw
Jimmy
deep
G.
back over the middle. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
From the end zone, Stafford. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he's going to get this one all the way up past the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now a handoff here to his running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Stafford on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Come on, Pettis. Step in and
taking it about the 16. An update from Denver. The Broncos out to an early lead against the Raiders. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The 4-time All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, gun.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Stafford on first down. Caught right side, Tate. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards there for number 15. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run it here with Blunt. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half. Some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now it's Stafford. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Hey, come on, come on, come on. 21, 13.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
No, that's what they're saying they're going to do. That's what they're saying they're going to do, son.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Garoppolo on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
I love the modern game, but that was a throwback right there to see the big man with football, running, knocking people aside, and picking up yardage. That takes me back to the 60s, the 70s, when fullbacks ruled the earth.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They run it with McCammon. And some room to work. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st down, Garoppolo. Caught left side, Garcon. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I'm gonna get it done with.
Get set! Hey, go, go!
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Cliff Averill. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. On the return, it's Tate.
Lights out, man. Lights come on. Oh, shoot.
Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. But you got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
All right, boys, here we go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Open space inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. LeGarrette Blount, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are in for 6. Well, they had their chances in the 1st half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
They're going to keep it on the ground.
Man, come on, man.
Find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Move it up, fellas.
Now McKinnon to start the drive.
Come on,
and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the 2nd half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Cliff Averill. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's some strong running.
What the heck?
Back now here in Santa Clara. As we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Hey, 22!
On 1st down, Stafford here. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Oh, he lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Garoppolo now, 1st down for him. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. He's going to look deep down the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They go back to Riddick. Room here to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Luke Wilson, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run it off.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete.
Oh, hell no. Tell us that, man.
2nd down. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin.
Come on, baby.
And now it's 2nd down.
Tell us that, man.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's good for a Niner 1st down. Garoppolo to Garcon. Garoppolo now. Perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another. So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh? Not at all. Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it. They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Go ahead.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Looking for Garcon. He's got it. Touchdown 49ers. Pierre Garcon, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers are back within a score. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Lions. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it? I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming. Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left. They have to be aggressive here. Again, here's Blunt. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game. Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. On the ground, it's Reddick. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10.
13.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, Pettis.
Down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on
Pettis,
the
baby.
It does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's back to throw.
Make a move, Pettis. Make a move, Pettis. Make a move here, Pettis.
And he gets this one all the way down inside.
Make a move, Daddy.
A gain of 32 that time. The clock still runs.
Make a move, young Pettis.
11, 12.
Back to throw.
Come on, man. Get out there. Come on, man.
Incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job.
Pettis,
knocking
baby.
the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, no. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Simply is a missed opportunity.
What the
chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week in practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for them.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah,
Come on, baby. Get the sack, man.
Taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
A first run for the backup Abdullah. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line.
Here we go. Jumbo. Zebra.
Throwing here, Stafford. Wilson snags it left side. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Stafford now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout.
Man, run a goddamn play. Quit being scared. Man, run the play.
37 seconds to play. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on
Hate you going out. Nigga, just know when I play you the next game, man, you already know what time it is, nigga.
Killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Detroit,